Well folks, welcome back to the workshop to another power tool repair video. This one is actually a Makita warranty repair video. This here wee Makita drill is burnt out and needs a new motor, and she should be covered under warranty. So we're going to fix this here up. This is the DHP482. First off, let's give her a wee quick test, see what she sounds like. Yeah. Perfect burnt out motor. That's what you expect to hear. If you keep going at high speed, this one's actually cutting out, but you'll normally get a bit of smoke coming out as well. Wee whiff coming out just, but you can definitely smell it. Let's see what we can do with this. These here 42s, they're only a wee light drill. They're basically the second smallest Makita drill you get. The other one then's the smaller DC motor, the big long one with low speed. Decent enough machine, but this is the smallest one of the universal brushed motor. Good enough machine for lighter work, for anything that's not too heavy. If used correctly, these can surprisingly last quite a long time. But if they're being used and abused and overworked, they can cook the motor because it's only a brushed machine. But this man ain't doing any heavy work, so we're going to assume it's just burnt out and not been overworked. It doesn't actually look like it's overworked either. So we should cover this here, the warranty, no problem. If you get the man burnt out from somebody doing steel fabrication or putting up steel sheds, who's buying the cheapest drill on the set just because he doesn't want to spend the money and then tries to do the heaviest work with it and it's completely melted inside, you wouldn't really cover it under a warranty then because it's just been abused. These are great for the likes of kitchen fitters or DIYers. Anybody doing sort of lighter work. If you're putting in big bolts or long screws with it, really using a lot of torque, these aren't really the job for it. So open up the cover. You can pull out the whole motor and gearbox assembly. You can already feel the heat of that thing actually. And the question is the feel gone as well? That's actually okay. This here on the breakdown diagram is called the yoke. This is actually the stator. This is this permanent magnet stator. This is what's repelling your rotor whenever it's actually running. So the power's coming on through your switch up to the brushes. The brushes touch these two COM bars, which energize one of these here segments. This becomes a magnet, and this magnet will be repelled off of this magnet. And once it's repelled, it'll obviously turn, and also turn the COM bar, energizing the next set of segments, which will then become magnetized and keep turning. And the more it turns, it changes these here segments here into magnets, and the more it keeps repelling them. That's burnt out. So what happens is these here burnt out and shorted out to these segments. So one will be energized, and because it's shorted out, it'll have energized another one. So it'll be basically fighting itself inside the drill and generating a lot of heat. But the heat from this will eventually get onto your yoke, your stator. And if this gets too hot, heat and magnets don't mix. So the hotter this gets, the weaker the magnet will become. It's cheap enough to replace this outside of warranty. You can easily just put in a new rotor and maybe a new set of brushes. It'll get this up and running again. But if you have to replace the stator as well, it makes it more expensive. It should just snap into place. You should feel the resistance and have to pull that off. If it's too weak, it'll literally just slide on as gently as anything. There'll be no resistance at all. So if she's strong, she's good to go. There's the problem. We need to replace this. As you can see, this thing hasn't really done very much work at all. Brushes are still fairly good. Now, if this wasn't a warranty, I would be tempted to just leave them brushes on and just reuse them because they should be alright. But I do not like to use old brushes on a burnt out motor when you're putting in a new armature. And seeing as this is under warranty, we'll just actually replace them. So we'll pop these out and put in a new set as well. And a wee bit of work, but not very much. Get rid of them. The actual brush holder, this end bell, surprisingly this is actually a good quality one. Even if you go into the bigger, heavier duty metal gearbox Makita drills with the brushless motor, these are just nylon plastic. And once the rotor burns up, the heat generated brushes goes onto the brush holders. They're just held in by plastic, so eventually the plastic will melt and just melt these brushes all on, so you'd have to replace this as well and the other drills. But this particular 482 actually uses a thermoset plastic. So even if I put a lighter to this, this won't melt. It'll burn, but it will not melt. So generally, no matter how much heat these get, the brush holders are actually fine. They don't melt in, and you can still put in brushes, no problem. So even though this is the cheaper drill, you never need to replace this here thing. I've actually taken these out and modified them and put them into more expensive drills, just to save buying other ones and keeping the price down, and just using a better brush holder and some of the bigger ones. So the only thing we need for this is just the rotor. And this is what makes them very good for home use or for DIYers and that. €30 plus the VAT for the rotor. You probably get that cheaper again if you're online. If you need one, that's the number there, 619583-5. Just means you get a very cheap fix if you ever burn out your machine. You have to do some heavy work and you overdo it and you eventually make the machine make that noise and you know the motor's burnt out. You can cheaply and very easily just stick in a new one and get it running again. Maybe even just stick in a new set of brushes as well. That there's all you need to do. Any other brand, you're generally going to have to replace this brush holder as well, which is going to add on an extra €5 or €10. So an easy and quick fix, as long as you know to stop. You don't keep going until you burn out or damage the stator. If you think it's burnt out, stop. It's hard to tell with a cordless machine if the armature is gone because there's no real way to test it. Mainly using your ears, seeing what it sounds like. But if you're unfamiliar, when the machine's sitting there cold, put a battery in and run it dry for a little bit, as in just put it against nothing, have the battery in and run it for 30 seconds or a minute and then dismantle it. If this is hot after running for only a short time, you know it's burnt out. Like I just ran that, what was it, 10 seconds, just a little bit here, going slow, and you can feel the heat of it already. This here is still stone cold, and these are just, it's first thing in the morning here, the whole workshop's freezing. These are sitting at the same temperature. But that there, you can feel the heat of that thing, you know rightly it's gone. So if you're not sure if it's gone, run it dry or with a small load and then dismantle it and see how hot it is. If it's hot, it's gone. And the inside of this is actually fairly clean as well. I'm not even going to bother cleaning it out. What I will do is put this back in. This catches a lot of people out. There's the wee spring, detent spring for your clutch settings, or for your mode selector, sorry. That just slides down in there. And this here should all drop back in again. And this here is just a wee grounding lead, just for the switch, just in case any static builds up from the fan blowing air across the motor. If it builds up any static, it discharges to there instead of making a static discharge and cooking anything on the switch. And that's it. Just make sure your change lever is engaged. Close her up and we're good to go. As that's common on one now, especially these smaller drills and wee impactors and that. You can actually get these in even AliExpress. Really cheap versions as well, so you can actually fix these up for extremely cheap. Even if you were to damage the brush holder and the brushes, you can get it as a whole kit, I think, for less money than getting them here in Ireland. But this one ain't costing this man anything, covered under warranty. Makita fits the bill on this one. It's under warranty, unless it's just pure abuse that destroys it. You can generally tell when it's abuse. If you open the machine up, if it's completely gone, too much melted inside, it's gone, it's not warranty. Some boys get them even if they burn it out, even if it's a manufacturer's mistake. Some boys take them and just keep on running them until everything's gone. Other things, we set of brushes, we'll just put these on. Now, I wouldn't get too many Makita warranties on. Actually, any Makita warranties I get, I generally try to do a video on them, post them online because they're more interesting. So you'll see from the channel just how many warranties I actually do for Makita. Very, very few. And I've only ever had to refuse one warranty repair. That was for Makita SDS drill. One of the, I think it was a DHP482 or something like that. It had a burnt out motor, but when I actually opened it up, the customer, I don't know if he burnt it out. I imagine he burnt it out. I think he was actually drilling for cavity wall insulation. But he burnt it out. But on top of that, he did not stop. He just kept on going after he burnt the thing out. Make sure them springs are engaged right. You can just give this armature a wee wiggle to make sure the brushes are engaged properly, and make sure your wee leads are tucked down here. They're not wrapped up over the top of the brush holder. Make sure they're sitting down so the brush can easily just move down and they don't snag in anything. You'll see your man was using it for cavity wall insulation. He was pumping all day and he burnt it out, but he just kept on going. And to be honest, it would have been covered under warranty if he had it just stopped. But he kept on running, and the time I opened it up, the armature was burnt out. It was actually burnt black and blown out. The field was also blown out. The gearbox has actually started to melt, and he broke bits inside the gearbox. The piston was gone as well. The switch was actually completely damaged as well, and even things like the wiring and that was all starting to melt. He kept on going until the machine literally started to cook and burn through. So obviously there was that much damage inside the machine. He couldn't warranty anything. Would have to replace nearly everything inside the machine in order to cover it under a warranty. Even the case had to be changed on it. So there's nothing left in the machine to warranty. And I couldn't just hand him out a new machine because he caused all the damage after it burnt out himself. But that was this one. One rotor and one set of brushes. And she's running like a new machine again. It's actually even half decent chuck on this thing, even though it's only a wee cheap machine. These here you can actually pick up for less than €100 now. Very decent wee machine for all it is. It's not going to do heavy work, but for lighter sort of stuff, for cabinet makers, carpenters, kitchen fitters, stuff like that, they're a cracking wee drill. A lot of places use them on factories, onto production lines too. They're just doing the same repetitive thing. Generally you'll actually get them in getting a few different sets of brushes in them. 2 or 3 times you get the brushes changed. The machine's actually still running. Didn't like them when they first came out because got a few of them in for warranty repair. You sort of assume they're not good because they keep coming on for warranty, but they were coming on because people were buying them because they're their cheapest drill and just abusing it. Now after a couple of years of them on the market, you get them on all the time just for a set of brushes because boys are using them correctly for the job they're designed for, and they're lasting, and they seem to last fairly well. Also get them on getting the chucks changed quite a few times as well. I've had them on 2 or 3 chucks fitted and a few different sets of brushes, and the thing's still running. So look after them, don't abuse them, and they do last. And if you do actually burn out the motor, you can easily and cheaply get them up and running again and fix them. That's it. But anyway folks, thanks for watching. As always, if you have a machine that breaks down on you, don't be going and dumping it, buying a new one. Always try and fix it first and see if you can save yourself quite a bit of money. Anyway folks, as always, if you're liking the videos, make sure to drop us a wee like and a follow down below. If you want to help out the channel, you can also become members there as well. But until next time folks, thanks for watching, and I'll chat to you later. Cheers.